Good morning and welcome. You join us for this match between England and India. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me in the commentary box is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the one and only David Gower.
Well, thanks, Athers, for such a glowing introduction. I had an opportunity earlier to get down and check out the conditions for the day. And the consensus is get the pads on quick, get them on sharp, get the runs on the board, and hope this pitch starts to break up. We really couldn't have asked for a better day. The weather gods are smiling on us and there isn't a cloud in the sky.
Thanks, David. Captains are ready for the toss. Let's join them in the middle.
That's the obvious decision, winning the toss and batting first. And sometimes the obvious decision is just the right decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Welcome to this match between England and India.
The umpire signals that we're ready to go. First ball of the innings about to be bowled.
Get on!
Couldn't get it through the field.
Looking to get the innings started, just can't get it away.
Waiting. Yep. No!
Needs to be on target.
Confusion written on the batters' faces, a mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single. There'll be one run here for them.
Exquisitely done on the front foot, a gorgeous-looking drive. Could have been worth more.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Just about timed that perfectly.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for four, driven away nicely.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Waiting.
Straight to the fielder.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
7 runs added in that over. India are none for 7. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the north end. Drives and misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Picks the gap perfectly. Good pick-up, big chance.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Yep.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Could that be out? Looks so.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait, though, to face their first ball.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch. And as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
Wonderful batting at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting the pressure on the bowler to respond.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Bowler's end.
Good return there, back from the deep. Really, really good running from these two batters. Played it safe though, stick with 3.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. Anderson from the south end. Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
That little bit of room, and you see how quickly the ball races to the boundary. Really good boundary square of the wicket.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Anderson just needs to continue finding good spots now.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Bowler.
A couple on offer here. Wow, that's missed a lot.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Put it wide and good enough to get it through the gap square.
Root, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Waiting.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one. Over. India are 1 for 29.
For 29.
Misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep.
Absolutely nailed it.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Broad shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now.
Wait. Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Waiting. Yep.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Yep. Oh, that's the spot.
This could be trouble.
Somehow managed to get past everyone, and it's a bonus 2 runs to the score. You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
End of the over. India are 1 for 36.
Wait. Yep.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Yep.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Beaten on the drive.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Yep.
Nice shot.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yep.
Time that brilliantly.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
Consecutive boundaries in this over. I wonder what plans they'll come up with to slow this batting.
Yep. Oh, that's the spot.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive. Anderson with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
11 runs added there. India are 1 for 47.
Yep.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
They make it back, but that was much closer than it needed to be.
Nicked it. Big appeal. And straight into the safe hands of the keeper.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Yep.
Edged.
No!
Quick onto that in the infield.
Strange decision not to run. There was probably 2 on offer.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Catch it!
Nicely played.
Yep.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Yep.
Needs a direct hit.
No!
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Oh, nice ball.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on that shot.
That's the over. India are 2 for 54.
Yep.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary. There's a chance if this hits. Trouble. Oh, gone.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket.
Oh, ball.
There's trouble here.
Not great work from the keeper there. It's allowed them to rotate the strike.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Yep.
Super shot that.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you've just got to accept it and move on.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
Got to the boundary. Last ball, punches it into the gap to get a single. Excellent batting.
Catch it!
Great shot. At least one on offer.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers.
Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yep.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Finds the edge. Confident appeal. Could it be? And out. Straightforward catch by the wicket-keeper.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled. Nair, ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the fifth wicket and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
Wait there. Yes, keeper. No!
Immediately underway with some runs.
Great shot through the gap.
And with that, they're off the mark.
7 runs added there. India are 5 for 76.
Yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Catch it!
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Oh, that's a spot.
Another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though. Oh, well, that's a tight call. Didn't look to be that wide.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Keeper!
Well, there was a moment of hesitation, a few calls of yes and no. In the end, no damage done.
Yep.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Ball is in!
Good throw from the deep, bang on target. Really, really good running from these two batters. Played it safe though and stuck with 3.
End of the over. 19 runs coming from it. India are 5 for 95.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Yes, keeper!
I think that's called for the front foot. Not by much, but that doesn't matter. An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board. Wow, that's missed the lot.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Not the ideal way of handling that ball.
Nice running between the wickets. Clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Drives and misses everything. Needs to be on target.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Solid defence, very compact.
End of the over.
End of the over, 6 runs coming from it. India are 6 for 101. Whoa, the pace bowler coming into the attack. Misses everything. Chance.
Decide against the second, way too late. I think they'd have been well short if they had continued. Confusion written on the batters' faces, a mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Root, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder. A couple on offer here. End of the over. India are 6 for 112. Broad from the north end. Into the gap. Nice shot.
Bad decision making. Thrown it to the wrong end and let the chance go begging. Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
That's a spot.
Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Yes, keeper!
Had to throw at the other end. A mix-up between the wickets and in the field. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Nice shot.
Barely seemed to hit it, and it's gone over the rope.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. Good batting. Get an opportunity to score and take it.
Keeper! Catch it!
Perfectly timed.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing, out of the middle and raced to the boundary.
End of the over. 16 runs coming from it. India are 6 for 128. Nicked it. Doesn't beat the infield. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
No!
This should be close.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end. What a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Finds the fielder with that shot.
Well, the communication's not great between these two. There's a lot of hesitation in their calls. On that occasion, looking for a second. In the end, a good decision not to go through with it.
Yep.
It was in the gap, pretty much all the way along the ground to the boundary rope. Off to a good start now.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score. Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over, that one. Too many loose deliveries. Stokes, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end. Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Oh, nice ball.
Gone! Brilliant in the field.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Yep.
Big shout.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous-looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. Well placed. Should get a single. There'll be one run here for them.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
This could be trouble.
Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good. Fast running between the stumps gets them home.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Picks the gap perfectly.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shot that's raced to the boundary.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on. Straight to the fielder. No. Good pickup. Big chance.
Well, didn't push hard enough maybe between the wickets, and that prevented them getting back for two. Wise decision in the end not to take the fielder on.
The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. England having a good chat. Don't know if it's worth using a review on it, though.
Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat, though. Was there a bat on it? Fielders think there was. This could be trouble. Didn't have a lot going for it. It's hit them outside the line and will be not out. Missing everything, and so it will stay not out.
It wasn't a great decision to start with. Not surprised to see the umpire's decision stand. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
A direct hit and this could be gone.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Nice shot, runs possible. Yeah! Great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and takes a good catch.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It looked like it'd be moving to a big score, but it's not to be.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket. Can't get that outside the ring field.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Good bowling.
I'm not sure what happened with that delivery. Maybe trying the slower ball, but just got it all wrong.
Yep. No.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Decisive running might have gotten two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
End of the over, 10 runs coming from it. India are 8 for 173. Robinson, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the south end. Just about timed that perfectly.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Beaten on the drive.
Nice ball.
Could be close.
Robinson with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up. Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Waiting. Yep.
Quick onto that in the infield.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
That's gone a long, long way. Well and truly into the 20s now, and surely looking towards a big score.
Just need... to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake. Wow, that's missed the lot. This could be out.
Great movement on that delivery, just enough to keep them interested. It just missed the wickets on the way through.
Yep.
Edged. Confident appeal. Could it be? There's a challenge. Not sure what good it'll do. Looks unlikely it'll be overturned.
Oh, this could spell trouble. I'm not hearing anything on this. That could be trouble.
Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on. A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Yeah.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Not wasting any time, they're off the mark straight away.
Yeah.
Really good shot there.
No.
Nicely ran, working the ball away into the gaps to find the easy single.
Misses everything.
A little late on that, no runs scored.
Couldn't get it through the field.
No.
Bit of miscommunication there. They got back in the end, so no harm done. It would have been a high-risk second.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. The innings comes to a close. It's taken a while, but finally the 10 wickets fall. It's a big score, and it'll be tough to overhaul. The openers will need to settle down and work hard. It's a big total to get on top of. But there's plenty of time, no need to rush. If there's some early wickets, then they could be looking at a big deficit.
Yep.
Big edge! That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Picked up a single, first ball of the innings. England are now underway.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on, as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. They've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Solid defence, very compact.
Right on. Yes.
Doesn't beat the infield.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Yeah.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
That's the end of the over. 2 runs added. England are none for 2. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. Big appeal. Got right in behind it.
Right there.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary. A lovely shorter ball, just keeping them honest. Still got a chance to use another one in this over.
Bold, chops it back onto the stumps. You can see the disappointment.
It's the wicket they so desperately wanted. They've removed a real threat before they could get going.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Malan, whose first task is getting themselves settled. Malan takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries.
Wait.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters.
Didn't hit that well, very late in playing the shot.
Winning.
Just threw the shot too early. Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter.
Huge appeal. The keeper seems convinced this is out. Could be worthwhile sending it to the third umpire.
I'm not hearing anything on this. That could be trouble. Hasn't pitched in line. That'll stay with the umpire's call. just managed to get outside the line. That'll be not out. Not hitting a thing. Ends up wasting a review.
Drives and misses everything.
Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
Yes.
Well placed. Should get a single. There'll be one run here for them. The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building.
Yes. Bowler, bowler.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Straight to the fielder. Bowler is confident on this one. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Keeper, keeper.
A couple on offer here.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
What? Yes.
Doesn't want to bowl it there. Overpitched and helped to the boundary.
There was minimal follow through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Right there.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Milan shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
That sees the completion of the over. A good one too, not many opportunities to score.
Yeah, yep.
Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically put away.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Nice, solid defensive shot.
That was a good slower ball. Picked up well, though. Got that defensive shot in, nice and simple.
Waiting.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Wait.
finds the edge.
Well, he took all the pace off it. The response was good, actually. It was met very solidly with a very straight bat.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Good return there, back from the deep.
End of the over, 8 off it. England are 1 for 18.